Here is an update on Hurricane Sandy. Sandy is currently in the process of switching over to a hybrid type system, a subtropical and then a hybrid type system. Essentially what it is it's a hurricane inside of a nor'easter. Now, how many times has this happened before? The last time I can remember is the perfect storm of 1991. And that one did not make landfall. It quickly came back towards the New England coast and quickly went back out to sea. This storm is moving up through just east of Florida and moving up towards the Carolinas and off the coast, but it's also making this weird, strange pattern as you see in the models here. It almost looks like a backwards S here. And what we've got here is the models clustered tightly, closely together and bringing it into the New Jersey coastline. And models are very tightly clustered between New York City and the Delmarva Peninsula now, with the Euro likely taking it further south along the Delmarva and the GFS, with the North American GFS taking it more towards the New York City route. So what do we have here? We've got a cold front to the west, which is going to play a part in this system. And we've got Sandy here, which is a Category 2 hurricane with 100-mile-per-hour winds. Pressure's 965 millibars, so the pressure will continue to fall, and the models actually take this down to a very deep, low-pressure system. Right now in Florida, you can see the outer spiral bands. We have tropical storm force winds along the Florida coast here, and it's producing quite a bit of wind and rain, and this will only get worse. And this thing will blow up as it moves north. Now let's take a look at the official tracks. We've got the GFS to the right here. We've got my official track, which brings it just right into the middle part of the New Jersey coastline here. And then we've got the ECMWF, the Euro model, which brings it over the Delmarva Peninsula, making landfall and continuing up. And this has been the trend. Now let's also take a look at the rainfall amounts that are expected with this. This is a bit disturbing considering that we had a flood last year in many of these same areas, especially the Susquehanna Valley of New York and Pennsylvania here, where we have a stripe, and this is through 3 a.m. Tuesday morning. This doesn't cover the entire storm. 6 to 12 inches of rain in many of these locations. Locally 6, 8, 9, 10 inches of rain in many of these areas. So we need to keep a close eye on this storm, but it's pretty certain now that this storm is going to make a landfall and come right into the northeast coast here. Now let's take a look at the ECMWF model. This model's been very consistent, and if we take a look, here it is Tuesday morning, really wound up, blown up. Here it is Tuesday afternoon. It's pushing inland towards northern New Jersey, eastern Pennsylvania, and it still has it with 70 knot winds, which is roughly at between 70 80 mile per hour wind gusts. So this thing has the capability of producing destructive winds well inland and catastrophic severe flooding in many of these northeast and southern New England states here. So let's keep a close eye on this. Right now, conditions are fairly warm along the East Coast, so this should remain mostly rain. But later on in the forecast period, towards the end of the week, there's a hint that some of this on the backside of the system could try to transition to snow. So that's all for now. Hopefully, as time goes on, the models will become tightly clustered more on a solution so that we can figure out exactly where the system will make landfall. But I cannot stress enough, all your preparations should be rushed to completion. They should already be rushed to completion here in eastern Florida. But here, from the Carolinas all the way up into the northeast and New England states, you have to be taking preparation seriously. Prepare as if this is a hurricane. And inland, if you are one of those people that were flooded by Hurricane Irene last year, or Tropical Storm Lee, I recommend start preparing immediately now. This system has the capability of producing a wide swath of severe flooding and damaging wind. Let's take a look at the GFS wind model. One more thing here, the GFS wind model has the Wind, 100 knots here in the white, 7,500 knots. That's roughly 85 miles per hour. And in the darker fuchsias, 65 to 85 mile per hour. This, if we put it in really quickly, it shows that there's going to be a tremendous amount of wind with the system, even far inland to places like Syracuse, Binghamton, Albany, Elmira, down to State College, Pittsburgh. So this needs to be taken seriously, so everybody should be rushing their preparations to completion. I'm meteorologist Mark Molnar for www.meteomark.com. Don't forget to visit our Facebook, like us on Facebook, we're MeteoMark, and don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. Here's the 4-day forecast for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Elmira and all points in between.